Hello and welcome to this next video in which I will be talking about what we saw at Google I/O in terms of the new Android L developer preview. In the developer preview we saw the new design motif for what will be the new version of Android which will be released in the fall. The new design motif is something called material design, and it's based around the aspect of paper and a more genuine responsive UI that gives the user visual clues about what they're actually doing. So for example, if you touch a button, it will do some ripple effects. If you move a toggle, it will create a shadow as you move the toggle across the screen and move it down the screen, reducing the shadow. And it becomes a more layered user interface with elements layering on top of each other. So Android L is going to be an interesting new divergent for Google, because in Ice Cream Sandwich they tried to introduce skeuomorphism, and as Android has developed they've tried to remove it, and Google has now decided to change its tactic and try to introduce some more elegant skeuomorphism into the design of Android. And also what they've tried to do is try to make the design and SDK for Android L run on as many different platforms as possible. So for example, it will now run on phones, it will run on tablets, it will run on Chromebooks, and it will run on Google Chrome on the computer the same as it would on all of the other devices. And also, scaling has become a key part of Android L. So a developer developing an app for a phone will find that their app will scale automatically to fit the different screen sizes. So for example, as I said, if a developer makes an app for a phone, that app will then scale correctly to work on a tablet, on a Chromebook, and on a normal PC or MacBook. And also Android L introduces some new aesthetics in terms of pictures will take on a colour hue that will be drawn out of the picture. So for example, a picture of something blue will have a design hue around it which makes it blue as well, and it generally feels as if what Google is trying to do is to make Android more aesthetically pleasing and make it more appealing to a wider range of people by introducing some standards and some standard design that everyone can follow, and hopefully it will improve the fragmentation of Android, because that has been a serious problem over the years, that it has become more fragmented, and there are some devices running on really old versions, some devices running the most current version, and then there are those in the middle that are running a middle version which never seem to receive any sort of attention or updates. Also, Google has introduced a new project called Project Volta, which aims to recoup some battery life by we've had Project Butter, we've had Project Svelte, and Project Volta is the next project that Google is going to utilize and make use of in the Android L, whatever it will be called, by the time we reach the fall. And what Project Volta promises to give on a Nexus 5 in particular, it promises to give an extra half an hour of battery life, because the system is more optimized and more unified and basically tidied up, and apps are looked at and seen where battery usage is the most intensive, so that Google has tried to tidy those edges up and make them more streamlined, so it's not using it as much battery as it should do. And also what Google has done is that they have also made in Android L, they've tried to make all of the elements work together seamlessly, so that things lay over the top of each other, and as you go, and in the multitasking menu they've also now included Chrome tabs. So if you are in a app and you click on a web link, it will open a Chrome tab which will be part of the recent apps menu. And also if you're in Chrome and you're looking at, say for example, if you want to book a restaurant table, if you have an app that lets you do that, it will take you to the app rather than to the web page, which I think is an interesting thing that Google has introduced. And also, I think that what Android L is going to do is it's going to hopefully deal, as I said, it will deal with the problem of fragmentation. It'll try and get every or most devices onto Ella's, I hope as soon as possible, and also Ella is fully 64-bit compatible. So we have the software that is 64-bit compatible. All we need now is the hardware that is 64-bit compatible, and those will join together to create one 64-bit platform for Android, which will rival iOS and Apple's A7, which is 64-bit, and iOS 7 was 64-bit as well. So those are my quick impressions of Android L. I now want to know what you think of it, and please leave these in the comments section below. I'll leave all of my social networks in the description below as well, so if you want to follow me on any social networks, you can do. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to this channel and you liked this and want to see more videos like this, please also subscribe, and I will also see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.